We have all made sacrifices and suppressed who we are. It is not a choice. It is a duty.
For the times they are changing.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a show that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. We last saw it season 2 years ago. Season 3 of The Crown. I was able to binge watch all 10 episodes. Tell me in the comments below, what did you think of it, if you were able to binge watch it like I was. And don't forget, guys, I talk movies, of course, TV shows, and anything that I love. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, let's talk season 3 of The Crown. Last time we saw The Crown in season 2, it was 1964. This time it's picking up the same year, going all the way to 1977, starting with Harold Wilson's election as Prime Minister and ending with the Silver Jubilee of Elizabeth II. So The Crown has always been a show that I've loved way before season 1 was ever even released on Netflix. I like the whole idea of taking someone of royalty, someone of importance in our world, such as Queen Elizabeth, and creating a show based upon her life, and it's supposed to span 60 episodes within 6 seasons. And I think it's safe to say that I wasn't the only one that may have been a bit skeptical knowing we would have an entirely new cast and if the show would still feel the same. We now have Olivia Colman, Tobias Menzies, and Helen Bonham Carter portraying Elizabeth, Philip, and Margaret. We were so used to having Claire Foy, Matt Smith, and Vanessa Shaw playing those same roles, but it just somehow worked. I can't explain it, but once you start episode 1, it just feels so seamless. And I think it also goes into account that the show is still filmed the same way. It's still the same production. The only thing that's different are the actors, but somehow you know that they're older. You know they're different actors, but somehow they make it work. And that made me like this season, I think, possibly more than season 1 and 2, and I love those seasons. There are other factors though of why I think this is a big improvement over the last 2 seasons, and that is I feel each episode for the most part concentrates on a very specific character, so you feel more emotions, you feel more personalities floating around, and you did get a bit of that in season 1 and 2, but I feel like they're really going in the direction where you're trying to get a feel of more than just Elizabeth and Philip. Season 1, for example, it really focuses heavily on Elizabeth for the most part because she's becoming queen now. She just got married, she's having kids, and she's getting this feel of this environment that she's in. So it's a nice little introduction to the beginning of this whole series, whereas season 2, it kind of focuses mostly on the marriage between Elizabeth and Philip. And all within season 1 and 2, of course, you're getting all these different historical events and how the royal family is facing them. And you get that all in this season, but more. You get a feel for almost every character. As I said before, there are certain episodes that are dedicated to specific characters. There's one for Charles, Elizabeth's son, with him learning Welsh and he's becoming the Prince of Wales. There's an episode for Philip. It's during the moon landing and he gets inspired and he wishes he had done more with his life. And it's really all about him in that episode. And there's even one about Margaret and her issues with the marriage that she's facing. And you really see a darker side to her and what's going on in her life. But there's a lot of challenges that everyone faces in this show. But it's just funny how I did not see Olivia Colman's Elizabeth in this season as much as I saw Claire Foy in the previous 2, but that's a good thing because now that we have a feel of Elizabeth and we know what she's going through, we kind of have a chance to explore other characters in this show, and we're slowly getting new characters that are coming about, such as Camilla. Season 4, we're going to get Margaret Thatcher, we're going to get Lady Diana Spencer, so we're slowly heading into the present time, but at the same time we're getting all these new characters, so you have to flesh out all the ones that we've already seen, and that's another thing they're really improving on, especially with this season. And there's only 10 episodes as there was season 1 and 2, but in the end it's a very entertaining season. The only thing I wish they would have changed a bit was the very end, the very last episode. It kind of feels like there should have been a little bit more. It ends with, and this isn't spoiling anything for anyone who hasn't watched all the way, it's supposed to end with the Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth. They're celebrating the fact that she's now 25 years into being queen, and I just feel like it just ends kind of abruptly. And maybe it's because season 4 is going to lead directly into the celebration. I don't know. But I just felt like, in a way, there could have been maybe one more episode. but it didn't make this entire season bad. It was a very entertaining 10-episode season. I liked it far more than I thought I would. I really thought it would take me out of the illusion of the show being that it were totally new actors, but it actually made me like it even more. And now I'm excited to see everyone that I saw in this season into season 4, because we're supposed to get the same cast for 2 seasons. But then once season 4 ends, season 5 and 6, we're going to have an entirely new cast, which will be much older than the ones that we're seeing. But it makes sense in the end. I just hope it carries on this suit of getting new actors and still feeling comfortable with watching the show with new actors. But I think they're on a great track so far, halfway through their potential 6-season run. Season 3, I say, guys, check it out. If you have any show to binge watch and you love historical type of shows, this is definitely a good one to watch. I mean, there are some inaccuracies in regards to history. I don't know them all, but I know not everything is actually factual in this show, but it's very entertaining, great acting. One of the probably the best shows that have been made specifically on streaming services. And as I said before, you like historical type shows, if you like drama, then this is definitely a show that you want to check out. But once again, guys, tell me in the comments below if you were able to check out, if not the entire season, maybe a few episodes. What did you think about it so far? Thank you all so much for hearing on what I had to say about season 3 of The Crown. Make sure to hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button so we can talk movies, TV shows, and more. I'll see you later.